Finding meaningful connections in 2025 does not have to be overwhelming, and I'm going to show you how. We've all had one of those moments at one time or another when the thought of going back into dating apps sent a chill up our spine. Ugh. But here's some good news. When done right, dating apps can actually become a very fun and highly revelatory experience. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up your dating app profile for the maximum conversion of aligned people, which means far less wasted time and energy. And I'll offer up some tips on how to do dating apps very differently in 2025. Now, I'm not going to be going through which dating apps are best. So if this is something that you want to see in the future, please write so in the comments and I will consider it. So the first piece of information that I want to relay is that your state of being and your beliefs are going to play a huge role on how your dating journey goes through. And FYI, your relationships too. So let's get that settled before you actually meet your match. See where I'm going with this? If you haven't watched the second video in the Find Love in 2025 video series, which is all about transforming your internal beliefs into something far more empowering, I highly recommend that you do. And I'm going to be putting a link in the description so that you can go follow that right now. So pro dating profile tip is when you're sitting down to write your text or choose your photos, make sure you're in a confident and uplifted state. Don't do it on a day where you're feeling needy and like you really need validation, because this is going to translate through the text and through the photos that you choose, and we don't want that. We want to showcase what you're capable of, what you bring to the table, the character traits that your friends love most, your desires, and a little bit of the things that you actually don't want. People are on dating apps to improve their lives with other people. So let's focus on the ways that you will do this. So what we're going to do is really showcase all the ways in which you adore your life and where you experience the highest level of confidence in the activities that you actually enjoy and how you bring beautiful things into other people's lives as well. Grab a notebook and pen because I'm going to be asking you a few questions that are really important to become aware of, because this is going to be the foundation on which you're going to build your bio and the photos in your dating profile. So what I'm going to ask you to do first is to ask 3 to 5 good friends, what are my best qualities? Now don't skip this because I want you to see what kinds of responses come back to you and start paying attention to the repeating words or concepts that you're finding. Now, next question, what do you genuinely want in a partnership? Now, if you haven't watched video 1 in the Find Love in 2025 series, I highly recommend that you do. I will place the link in the description, because through this video, you start to create a whole vision and choose your desires for what you want to experience in love. And it'll be very, very useful for you to have that here. Now, next question, what are some of the things that you really don't want in love? We want to be looking at things that tend to repeat themselves. What are the patterns that keep coming up? Something that you could easily nip in the bud, or maybe even mention in your dating profile to help repel a certain type of person that you're really not wanting to attract. And now lastly, write down what are the types of experiences you would love to have with your future partner. Are you looking to attract someone that enjoys hiking, for example? Now the next step is to start writing your profile bio. Remember, we want to write from an uplifted, confident state. And when you're writing, I want you to speak directly to the person that you want to attract. Speak in common language as if they're right in front of you as a genuine friend. And humor goes a really long way here. And be sure to include the following few points that I'm going to enumerate, whether it be through your text, through questions that you answer, or through your photos. So some of the things you want to include in your overall dating app profile are: what do you bring to the table? What are some of the skills or characteristics that you received from the feedback from your friendships that you asked? Be crystal clear on what you desire in your relationship. Now, you can also include things that you don't want, but you don't want it to take up like a whole percentage of your dating app profile, because then it becomes complaining and restrictive. You want to use playful words if you can. So for example, in my dating app profile, I will often say, I'm not looking for anything casual or non-monogamous because it causes too much drama, with a little wink. I make it playful and fun. Don't be afraid to repel people that are not a great fit. This will help save you a lot of time and energy. Now, whether in your text or in your photos, I want you to really demonstrate the kind of experience that the person that you attract or that you match with will have with you. Now, this one is a really important one. Own your desire. Now, this is something that goes really, really wrong in a lot of dating apps and in a lot of dating culture these days. If you are just seeking to play for now, you're not looking for a serious relationship, own that. It's perfectly okay to be in that state of mind. So if you don't want a relationship, own it. Be good with it. You deserve what you want. And now if you do want a relationship, even if there's just a little part of you that's like, oh, well, I want to open myself up to all possibilities, but honestly, what you want is a relationship, write it down. I want a relationship. Own your desire, and you are absolutely worthy of receiving the thing that you desire. This is really important. Now it's time to choose your photos. So my advice is to put a minimum of 3 photos, and these photos need to be current. Not from an age when you looked much younger, much thinner, or much more, I don't know, something else. It's important that they be current because you need to set the expectation and you don't want to mislead anyone when you actually go and meet them. And in terms of the maximum, really honestly for me, the more the merrier for photos. And in terms of photos, I recommend 3 specific things. At least 1 photo that is full body, 1 photo that showcases you closer up of the face, and it can be smiling or laughing, which is really ideal. No sunglasses or things covering the face. People need to see what you look like. And 1 photo should be a really good example of how a person would experience you. So you might be doing some sports, or you might be hiking if this is something that you're looking to attract in a partner. Something that gives off almost a sensorial vibe, as if they are there with you in that photo, experiencing the typical type of experience that they would have with you. Now, the last step is to publish your profile and go with what you've got. Don't seek perfection. Your dating app profile, your photos, your text will evolve as you do. So allow it to be a beautiful journey. A few things that I can recommend when you start your dating journey is don't be afraid to say no to people that are not a right fit. Also, be open to experiencing people that you never would have expected. So open your range of the type that you usually have, because this can help shift out of patterns that you may have had in the past. Now, dating apps and dating in general can bring up a lot of insecurities, but honestly, so can relationships. So allow your dating app journey and dating journey in general to be a reflection of what's going on now, because anything that you can learn about, become more aware, and heal now is going to help you tremendously once you've actually met your match. I hope you enjoyed these dating app tips. I would love to hear from you in the comments what you discovered. What is the thing that you are most excited about going into your dating app journey moving forward? Be sure to check the link in the description because I've got an offer for you to help you really develop your dating app profile in a way that converts like never before. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos if you enjoyed it. And I cannot wait to see you in the next video, video number 4 of the Find Your Love in 2025 series. And far less,